armrest of the chair. And then I would like you to try to ground down through your feet a little bit. So just kind of having both feet on the floor. If you have a yoga mat, great. If you don't, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And then we'll take one or both hands to the belly today, so just to the low belly. So I want you to place your hands somewhere where you feel like you can still relax through your shoulders and your arms and you're not holding a lot of tension there. If you don't feel like you can do that with your hands on your belly, then just set them on your lap. And then closing your eyes or lowering your gaze. Take a moment to find length in your spine. Bring some awareness around the pelvis and the sit bones. Just kind of notice how your weight is distributed from side to side and front to back. Maybe evening out any asymmetries that you feel. Using the pelvis to root down into the chair and into the earth. Lift the top of your head up towards the sky. Imagine creating space and length along the entire spine. Breathing deeply in through the nose. Breathing deeply out through the mouth, nice and long. Good, one more time. Nice deep breath in through the nose. And then open the mouth. Exhale, nice and long. Allowing yourself to settle in. And then as we sit, just kind of noticing how you feel at this moment. Noticing what's going on in your mind, your heart, and your body. And then try to pause everything. And shift your awareness to your breath. If you have one or two hands over your belly, begin to breathe into that belly hand, encouraging that diaphragmatic or belly breath. Inhaling, allowing the belly to expand outward. Exhaling, drawing the navel into the spine. As you breathe in, think about pulling in that sense of peace and calm, relaxation. As you exhale, letting go of worry. Just continuing to breathe in this way, inhaling nice and deep into the lowest part of your belly. Exhaling, drawing the navel into the spine. So we're going to do this belly or diaphragmatic breath for about one more breath. And I encourage you to explore lengthening both the in-breath and the out-breath. So see how long you can make both of those. And just really paying attention to the sensations that you feel, maybe even feelings or emotions that you feel as you let yourself breathe a little bit deeper. So this is something that we oftentimes don't do during our day-to-day. So it's nice to just be able to breathe. Kind of allow the breath to come and to go with ease. Notice the control that you have over your breathing. You can use this in periods of stress or anxiety or pain, or even to help you go to sleep at night. So if your mind starts to wander off from your breathing, just do your best to acknowledge any thoughts and then bring yourself back to that breath awareness. And as you continue to breathe in this way, set an intention or a dedication for your practice today. Something you'd like to focus on. Bring that intention or dedication into your heart. Breathe into it. And then we'll take another cleansing breath. So inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. And then when you feel ready, you can relax your hands, sit a little bit more upright in your chair. And then we'll tuck the hands either underneath the thighs or grab onto the bottom part of your chair. Take a nice deep breath in to lengthen, and then we'll drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Bring the head back to neutral, and then left ear, left shoulder. So we'll just do a little bit of side bending here, coming back to center. Right ear, right shoulder, pause here. Extend out through your left fingertips. Open and close the hand or circle out the wrist. Feel the length in the side of your neck. Good. If it works for you, you can tip your chin down or up. If that doesn't feel good for you, then just hold that gentle side stretch. Coming back to a neutral spine, nice and slow, sitting tall, breathing in, finding that length in the spine, and then left ear drops to the left shoulder. Reach out through the right hand. Do whatever feels good with that hand. Circle it out, open and close, or just extend through the fingertips. If you'd like, tip the chin down or up, whatever feels best on the neck. Again, listening to your body, friends. And then slowly coming back to a neutral spine, breathing in, dropping the chin to the chest as you exhale. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, chin up. Or neutral spine if you don't like that extension. Good, come back to neutral. Chin to the chest, pause here. Breathe into the back of the neck. Come back to neutral, breathe in. Exhale, chin up. Let the breath come to the base of the throat. Good, slowly releasing back to center. We'll start to turn and look over the right shoulder as far as you feel comfortable. So if you don't have a lot of motion in your neck, don't worry about it. Come back to center. Exhale, look to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Last time, exhale to the left. Good, inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, come forward towards the edge of your chair, coming into seated mountain pose. Palms are forward, roll the shoulders back. So chest is lifted, shoulder blades come in and down, belly is in slightly. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. Bring some awareness around the spine. Recall that length that we envisioned as we started our practice and our breath work today. Think about creating space between each of the vertebrae in the spine. Rooting through the pelvis, lifting the top of the head up. Relaxing the face and jaw. And then when you're ready, opening your eyes. On an inhale, sweep one or both arms up. As you exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Good, 2 more times. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hands to heart. Gathering energy, pulling it into you. One more time. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, this time hands come through heart center, take a forward fold. So relaxing forearms on the thighs or releasing the hands down in the direction of the floor. Create some rounding in your spine. So when you're forward folding, your back is rounded, your head is relaxed. Pause and breathe. On an inhale, come up halfway to a flat back, kind of perching over your thighs, belly in. Shoulder blades together. Good. Exhale, round and fold. Relax your neck. Inhale, press through your feet. Take your time, come all the way up. Look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. This is a half sun salutation. So we're trying to establish breathing and movement together. So if you want to go slower or faster, depending on the rate of your breath, perfectly fine. Sitting nice and tall. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. Let your back round. Inhale, come up halfway. Belly in, shoulder blades together. Exhale, round and fold. Inhale, press through your feet. Come all the way up. Take your time. Look up. Exhale, hands to heart. And if you mess up the breathing, just do your best to keep breathing. One more time. Inhale, sweeping up. Look up. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift, perching over your legs. Good. Exhale, round and fold. Inhale, press through your feet, come all the way up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. This time as you inhale, I want you to place your hands on your pelvis. Remember, your pelvis is like a bowl. So we're going to practice seated cat and cow pose. So we're going to envision our pelvis as a bowl. And when we come into seated cow pose, we're going to tip our pelvis forward or tip that bowl forward. When we come into seated cat, we're going to tip it back. So sitting up nice and tall is seated cow. Rounding and tucking is seated cat. And you can let your arms go with you. Inhale, open the heart, seated cow. Exhale, tuck and round, seated cat. So these are great warming of the spine motions. And you just go however far you feel comfortable. So if you got a hurdy back and it bothers you to kind of extend, then just come into a neutral spine. But these are great ones to do too if you're doing a lot of sitting during the day and you need to have a little bit of spine motion and blood flow to the spine. Or if you're sitting at your computer, good ones to practice too. So inhaling to lengthen, open the heart, sit tall. Exhale, tuck and round, cat. Let's take 2 more cycles. Inhale, sit tall, cow. Exhale, tuck and round, cat. Last time, inhale, sit tall, cow. Exhale, tuck and round, cat. And then inhale, come up to a neutral spine position, and then keep your feet about hips distance apart. Take your left hand, bring it over to your right knee, and then we'll reach the right arm back to twist from the lowest part of your belly. So if you have, it depends on the back height of your back rest. You could rest your arm there as you look and explore that twist, or just actively reach through those fingertips towards the back of your space. Good. Breathe in to lengthen. Exhale to rotate. And think about that rotation coming from the low belly. Good. One more breath in. Exhaling, coming back to a neutral spine. Good, facing straight ahead. Take a breath in, sitting tall. This time, right hand goes to the outside of the left leg. Reach the left arm back. Follow it with your eyes. So you're really opening up that left side of the chest. Your heart is working towards shining towards the side wall. Really think about that rotation extending all the way through your fingertips. Good. Inhale, lengthen, sit tall. Exhale, rotate. Good. Slowly releasing back to center, sitting nice and tall. This time I want you to take your right leg, cross it over the left. So kind of engaging our eagle leg position here. I want you to kind of squeeze your legs together. So either at the knees or the lower legs. See how much of each of your legs you can have contacting each other. And then you're gonna sit tall. We're gonna do one more twist with this position. So you're gonna extend back through your right hand, kind of using the outer edge of that right leg for rotation. And you might even draw that top leg kind of across your body for a little bit of an outer hip and glute stretch. So that leg that's on top, just kind of pressing that knee slightly over to the side. You might feel a little bit more stretch into the glute and the outer hip. Don't force it, but depending on how tight you are through the hips, that might feel like a good stretch. And just pausing and breathing. And then as you exhale, slowly come out of it. You're gonna keep that leg on top and move it into that figure 4 position. So that leg is gonna go on top, let that knee fall out to the side. And this is where sometimes we're tighter in the hip. So we need to have a strap or a towel or something. So if you can't get that figure 4 position there, you could use your towel around your foot and ankle to just come into whatever degree of that figure 4 position you're able to. Take a nice deep breath in to lengthen, and then as you exhale, I want you to start to come forward with your chest till you again feel that stretch in your glute and your outer hip on that top leg. So just pausing and breathing. If you want, you can kind of try reaching your fingertips for the floor or in the direction of that left foot. Relaxing the back of the neck. That might be too much of a stretch, so if it is, just back off of it. And then that leg that's on top, see if you can rotate the ankle or point and flex the foot. And just notice how that might make that stretch of that top leg feel a little bit different. And then start to slowly bring your trunk back up, taking that top leg and setting it down. This time what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the left leg, cross it over the right, so you're crossing at the knees. And if it's available to you, you can bring your legs together, kind of pressing the lower legs and the thighs together. Right hand is gonna come to the outside of that top leg, and you're gonna reach through the left hand. Once again, rotating. So you might think about drawing that top knee across. You might even be able to draw it across maybe with your forearm if that feels good. But doing your best to keep the spine nice and long as you twist. Remember to keep breathing in all of these postures. Avoiding pain or discomfort. As you exhale, slowly come out of it. Take that top leg and move it into that seated pigeon pose. So you're seated here, that leg is across, your chest is lifted. This might be enough of a stretch. If you want, you can explore kind of leading with your heart and hinging over your leg. So this is a good one too if you sometimes feel a little tight or restricted in the hip, like to get socks and shoes on. This can be a good one to explore and practice at home. Kind of reaching fingertips for the floor if that feels good, or rotating out that top foot. Lots of options. Good. Slowly bringing your trunk back up to center. And then as you exhale, sitting that top leg down. And then we're going to, let's go ahead and take our feet out a little bit wider. We're going to practice a couple of warrior poses, and then we're going to do those in standing as well today. So I want you to take your feet out a little bit wider, and then we're going to turn the right toes to the right. So turn the right toes to face your right wall, and I want you to really let yourself be on the edge of your chair, okay? Then with your left leg, I want you to get it as straight as you can, and keep those left toes facing straight ahead. So you got your right toes to the right, your left toes facing straight ahead, and I'm mirroring you. So you should look like you're looking in the mirror when you're doing this. Okay, so legs are nice and wide. This back knee is going to be straight. Your front knee is bent. So we're getting into our warrior two stance. On a breath in, I want you to float your arms up to shoulder height. Gaze over that right hand. Good. So see how the shoulders stay stacked up over the pelvis? The belly is in as well. So as you're extending through your arms, you're really grounding through your feet, lifting the top of your head up and reaching through your fingertips. So palms are facing down. So face both of your palms down. If you feel like your shoulders are riding all the way up into your earlobes, gotta try to relax them, okay? So let those shoulders drop down. Your head is looking to the right. Good. Pause and breathe. Then we're gonna take the left hand and just set it down on the leg. And then we're gonna turn the right palm up towards the ceiling. Good. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're gonna just take a little side bend back. Reverse warrior, we call this. Okay, so you're getting a stretch through that side body. You're light on your back hand, though you're not collapsing your hand on your back leg. Good, take a couple breaths in. Nice. Good. And slowly come out of it. Good, bring your arms back up to shoulder height, palms down. This is our warrior two. And then turn your palms up. Let your shoulders relax. Some people are hiking their shoulders up to their ears, so just relax them. Good, and then as you exhale, release everything. Bring your feet back in. Okay? Good. Now I want you to turn your left toes to the left. Reach your right leg out. Okay? So your left toes are to the left. Your right toes are facing forward. So it's that warrior two stance. This knee is straight, this knee is bent. Sit up nice and tall. So your shoulders are over your hips and your body is facing this way. Yep, and if you got it, you can raise those arms up to shoulder height. Look over that left hand. Good. And so sometimes we want to do this. So really try to keep the shoulders stacked up over the hips. So front body is facing towards your camera for pretty much most of you. Yep. Looking over that left hand. Really feel the ground beneath your feet though. So even though you're sitting, you should feel activation in your legs. Relax your face. Good. Pause and breathe. And then go ahead and set your right hand down on the leg, back there, your right leg. Turn your left palm up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, send that palm back. So it's a side stretch now. So nice big side stretch on the left. You're light on this back hand, nice and light. Good. Pause and breathe. Relax your face and jaw. As you exhale, bring those arms back up to shoulder height. And then turn the palms up. Opening across the chest and shoulders here. So relax the tops of your shoulders. Good. And then as you exhale, slowly come out of it. So we're gonna come back to that wide leg stance. Toes turn slightly out, okay? Belly is in, chest is lifted. So I want you to be way towards the edge of your chair, okay? So we're gonna do a variation of a yogi squat, or sometimes people call it horse or goddess pose, okay? You always have the option to stay sitting. On an inhale, I want you to bring your arms up, kind of to goalpost arms. So that's this position with your arms. Good. Press into your feet. If you have good energy in your legs, belly is in, I want you to press into your feet and see if you can lift your butt up off your chair. If that's not available to you in this position, don't worry about it, but try it. Even if your butt doesn't come off, try it, and then set your butt back on the chair. Press into your feet. So you're pressing down into the ground through your heels. Your tummy is in. Good. On an inhale, bring the hands to heart center. As you exhale, send them forward, and then all the way out to the side. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good. Then exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale, send your hands forward. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open the chest and shoulders. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, ground through your feet, belly is in. Arms come back up, breathe in, goalpost arms. Good, as you exhale, if you'd like, press into those feet, lift your butt up, belly is in. So you're in that low squat position, knees and feet out to the side. Good, pause and breathe. As you exhale, sit your butt on the chair. Good, take a breath in. Exhale, release your arms down. With your hands just on the inside of the knees here, I want you to turn and look to the right and press your left knee out. So you're gonna get a little bit of an inner thigh stretch. Good. Come back to center, take a breath in. Exhale, press the right knee out. Turn and look to the left. A little bit of a stretch through the inner thigh here. Good. Slowly coming back to center. Toe heel your feet back in so they're hips distance apart. And then I want you to just kind of pedal out the feet a little bit. So we did lots of hip opening. So just take a little bit of time here to kind of pedal out the feet, maybe march your knees a little bit. And then when you feel ready, I want you to come up to standing. And we're gonna be standing right in back of our chair. So if you're able to come to the back of your chair, that's gonna be optimal. We're gonna do one more hip opening pose for the front of our hips, okay? So from standing towards the back of your chair, I want you to take about a 2 or 3 foot step back with your right foot. Turn the right toes out to the side, and I want your hips to face your chair, okay? So if you're gonna use your chair for balance, you wanna be close enough that you can have your fingertips on the chair back, but still have good posture. Bend into your front knee and press back through your heel on your back leg. So when you do that, you should feel a little bit of a stretch through the right hip flexor. Pause and breathe. Back knee is straight. One or both of your arms can reach up. Warrior one. Good. Look straight ahead or lift your gaze just slightly. Beautiful. Pause and breathe. The challenge would be to reach through both arms. Good. Beautiful. As you exhale, release. Take your time, step that right foot in. Standing nice and tall, breathing in. Exhale, step the left foot back, turning the toes slightly out. Back knee is straight, shoulders are over your hips, belly is in. Bend into your front knee. Ideally, you want that front knee coming over the ankle and not buckling in or out. Feel a stretch through the front of that left hip. One or both of your arms reach up. Warrior one. Relax the tops of your shoulders and breathe. Beautiful. Perfectly fine to hold on for balance. As you exhale, one or both hands to the chair, step that back foot forward, and just kind of pedal out the feet a little bit. So this time, we're going to have the chair in front of us, but kind of going the long way, okay? So I was here, I know many of you don't have a mat, which is fine, but I was kind of towards the short edge of my mat. Now I'm going to be towards the middle, the long way of my mat, okay? So I'm going to put the chair in front of me. I want you to take your feet wherever you are and bring them out nice and wide. So remember, we did those two standing postures in sitting. We did warrior two and we did reverse warrior. So we're going to try those now. So I want you to take your right toes and face them to the right. You should have a pretty big stance here. It's going to be easier if you have a bigger stance. And then you're going to take your left toes and face them forward like this. Okay? So right toes are facing the right, left toes are facing this way. Good. Look at your right leg. You're going to take your right knee and you're going to bend it a little bit till it's over your ankle. So check it out down there, see what's happening. Back knee is straight. I didn't do anything else, I just bent my back knee. And some of you guys are already there, you're like, here we are. I know, I bring my arms up like this. Awesome. So arms up to shoulder height, look over your right hand. Warrior two. So just like you did in sitting, now you're standing and doing it. If you needed to do this in sitting, you could do that as well. Belly in though. Good. Let your arms relax, okay? Set your left hand on your left back of your left thigh here. And then bring that right arm back up, shoulder height. Turn the palm up. Breathe in. Exhale, send it back. Reverse warrior. Big side stretch here. So really in reverse warrior, we should keep that front knee bent, but if you need to take a little bit of a break, you can. Good. Nice. Relax your face. Exhale, release the hands, straighten that front knee, and turn your toes so they're both kind of facing straight ahead here. So now we're going to do the same thing on side two. So you're going to take your left toes and turn them to the left wall. You're going to take your right toes and have them face straight ahead. So shoulders and hips are facing this way. Look down at your left leg. Bend your left knee till it comes over your ankle. Good. Shoulders are still over your hips. One or both of your arms are at shoulder height and you're looking over your left leg. Warrior two. Sorry, you're looking over your left hand or your left leg. Relax the tops of your shoulders and breathe. Belly is in. Beautiful warrior twos, yogis. Look at that front knee. Feel the ground beneath you. Good. Pause and breathe. Do your best not to hold your breath. Good. Set your right hand down on your right thigh. Turn your left palm up. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, send that left arm back, reverse warrior. So your left palm is up, and then you just send it towards the back of your space. Palm towards the back wall. Big side stretch here on the left. Nice. Pause and breathe. As you exhale, slowly come out of it. Toe heel your feet back in so they're about shoulder width apart. You can stay where you are. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see me a little bit better. And then I want you to have your hands on your chair back, walk your feet all the way back, and kind of press your hips back for chair dog. So bend your knees, relax the back of your neck. Should feel like a pretty good stretch through the shoulders as well as the low back. So you're just kind of sinking into that stretch. And take a cleansing breath. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Your heart is kind of going towards the ground. Your sit bones pressed back, knees are bent. Pause and breathe. So if your breath got away from you, just start to regulate it again a little bit more. So inhaling and exhaling. Only moving into a range that feels good for your body. When you're ready, engaging your belly. Take your time, but walk your feet back towards your chair. Taking your time, kind of pedaling out the feet again. Especially if you're noting any lightheadedness. And then come back to mountain pose. So palms forward, chest lifted, belly in. Go ahead, take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. Notice how you feel. Notice the ground beneath your feet. Kind of paying attention to, once again, any differences in weight distribution and see if you can even it out. Take a moment of gratitude for your body. And then when you feel ready, go ahead and take a seat in your chair as we settle in for our final relaxation. So when we come into our final relaxation, you're going to let the chair support you. If you want to let your legs be outstretched, let your hands relax on your belly or whatever feels comfortable for you. Blinking your eyes closed or lowering your gaze. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through an open mouth. Good, do that one more time. Inhale through the nose. Feel that rib cage expansion. Appreciate the control that you have over your breath. As you exhale, big heavy sigh. Letting everything go. Closing your eyes or lowering your gaze. Once again, letting yourself be here. Gratitude for how you're able to move your body, no matter what limitations you have. For dedicating this time out of your day for self-care and for movement. Put a pause on the mind chatter and just allow yourself to be here. Enjoying a few moments of peace and calm.